Have you ever looked into someone's eyes and felt a deep, unspoken recognition, as if you were sensing a current of immense depth flowing just beneath the surface? A moment where you feel they are seeing, not just you, but the path your spirit has traveled. What if this profound connection exists because your eyes are more than just features of your face? What if they are a quiet reflection of your spirit's central purpose, visible to those who feel with a deeper sense of awareness? Sages of old have long observed the intricate patterns that connect us all, the threads of shared human experience. But there is a stream of wisdom, often overlooked in our busy world, that speaks to a connection between our physical form and our inner essence. Consider this perspective. The color of your eyes is not simply a matter of chance, not just the way your body is built. It may be a living expression of your spirit's foundational nature, the quiet, guiding force that has shaped the significant currents of your life, often without your conscious notice. Think on this. Have you not seen how individuals with certain eyes seem to walk similar paths? How they appear to share certain profound qualities that reach far beyond mere coincidence? How you can sometimes meet a gaze and feel an immediate understanding of their essential nature? Ancient wisdom traditions understood this. They saw that a person's life journey was often reflected in their eyes. They knew that your eyes hold a resonance of your spirit's purpose, the lesson you are here to learn, the unique note you are meant to contribute to the symphony of life. Yet, here is where a profound challenge arises. So many of us live in opposition to this inner purpose. We struggle against the very current of our nature, and then we wonder why our journey feels so hard, why we feel so adrift from our true path, why we cannot seem to find those who flow with us. If you have ever sensed that you are here for a greater reason, but could not quite name it, consider following this path with us for a moment. The insights we are about to share could bring a new light to the way you see yourself. You are not inventing this quiet, knowing that there is more to your life's journey. That sense that you are here for a specific purpose, a mission your heart feels but your mind cannot yet articulate. This is not fantasy. It is your inner self, trying to communicate through the only way it knows, through the subtle energies you embody. It is said that every being carries a unique energetic imprint, a deep pattern of spirit that shapes our way of being, our connections, and our path in this world. And this profound insight suggests that these inner patterns are connected to our outer form, especially the color of our eyes. Here is a piece of wisdom our modern world often encourages us to forget. Your eye color can be seen as a sacred imprint of your being. It is nature's way of marking you with your unique path of growth. The patterns in your iris are not merely deciding how light dances upon your eyes. They may very well be a physical reflection of your spirit's deepest intention. Think of everyone who has ever looked at you and seemed to understand something essential about you without words. Think of how certain eyes can make you feel an immediate sense of kinship, while others encourage a respectful distance. This is not by chance. It is a recognition of energy. Ancient masters knew this. They saw the eyes as the seat of our inner light and understood that different colorations pointed to different spiritual journeys. The wise ones of the Celtic lands could sense a person's life current by observing their eyes. Sages across the world have always known that eye color speaks to the spirit's chosen work in this lifetime. But here is the challenge we face. Our modern way of life has often disconnected us from this deep knowing. We have been conditioned to see our eye color as insignificant, a random outcome. We have been taught to ignore the innate wisdom our ancestors held as sacred. The result, countless people moving through life feeling separate from their own core purpose. They try to fit into roles, relationships, and lives that go against their very nature. They are tired. They are lost because every single day, they are trying to swim against the current of their own spirit. If you have ever felt this way, like you are constantly moving against an unseen river, acknowledge this insight with a like. You are about to understand the nature of that current. The truth is, The color of your eyes may have been reflecting something vital about your path from the very beginning, but you were guided to overlook this message. You were taught to see your eyes as a physical trait instead of recognizing them as the compass for your inner journey that they truly are. Let us begin with the quality of energy often associated with brown eyes. If you have brown eyes, you may have been led to believe this color is ordinary. This is one of the greatest misunderstandings because brown eyes reflect the energy of the unshakable mountain, the deep-rooted tree. Their spirit's purpose is to be a grounding force for those around them. They are the ones who provide a space of stability in times of chaos, who create the solid earth upon which other journeys can unfold with a sense of safety. Here is what makes this energy so powerful. The deep quality of this color creates a powerful connection to what we might call primordial wisdom, the most ancient layer of our shared human story. Those with brown eyes can often access a kind of knowing that has been gathered over countless generations. This is why these individuals often feel like ancient spirits in a modern world. They carry the gentle weight of this deep wisdom within them. They are naturally drawn to healing, to guiding, to nurturing, and to protecting. They have a quiet power to make people, even strangers, feel profoundly seen and safe. But here is the shadow, the imbalance, that those with this energy must learn to navigate. Their purpose makes them natural givers of strength, which means they can forget to tend to their own. They become so focused on grounding the world that they lose touch with their own need for light. They give, and they give until they feel empty, wondering why they feel depleted even when surrounded by those they support. The spiritual journey for brown eyes is to learn the balance between being a strong foundation for others and seeking their own growth. They are here to show us how to be rooted in deep wisdom while still reaching for the sky. They are the living bridge between the world of form and the world of spirit. Ancient traditions saw brown eyes as signs of deep earth wisdom. In many spiritual paths, brown eyes were seen as a mark of earth guardians, spirits who chose to be here specifically to help the collective find its footing. It was believed they could channel the calm strength of the earth itself. If you have brown eyes, you have likely seen that people are naturally open with you. Strangers share their life stories. Friends seek your counsel. Children and animals are at ease in your presence. This is no accident. It is your inherent nature creating a field of stability and wisdom around you. But here is what you must understand. Your path is not to carry everyone else's burden. Your path is to be a living example of what it means to be deeply rooted in ancient wisdom while still nurturing your own highest potential. You are here to show others how to be both the mountain and the sky. If you have brown eyes and this insight resonates, share in the comments which part of the world feels your grounding presence. Let us see how many Earth Guardians are connected here. Quiet observation confirms this. Individuals with brown eyes often show great capacity for empathy, emotional presence, and what we might call practical wisdom. They tend to choose paths of service, cultivate lasting connections, and feel a deep sense of responsibility for the well-being of others. Your brown eyes are not common, they are sacred. They are the mark of a spirit that chose one of the most essential paths to hold a space of calm for humanity's journey while continuing your own. Every time you see your reflection, you are looking into the eyes of someone who accepted one of the most important roles for our collective heart. Blue eyes reflect what is perhaps one of the most focused energetic patterns. If you have blue eyes, people may have described your gaze as intense or piercing, or said they feel seen in your presence. This is not about being intimidating. It flows from your spirit's purpose as what we could call a seer of clarity. The quality of blue eyes creates a unique interaction with light, one that seems to enhance a certain kind of perception. Those with blue eyes often possess what might be described as enhanced clarity of observation. They can see through confusion, distraction, and the masks that people wear more easily than others. This is why blue blue-eyed individuals often feel they can sense the truth of a situation. They can feel when words and intentions are not aligned, when someone is hiding their true self. Their spiritual path is to serve as beacons of clarity for the collective journey. But here is the shadow this path can cast. The ability to see with such clarity can sometimes lead to a feeling of separation or mistrust. They often perceive things about people that are uncomfortable to hold. They see the distance between what people present and what they truly feel, which can make connections seem hollow or disappointing. The journey for blue eyes is to learn how to use their gift of clarity in service of healing, not judgment. They are here to help others feel safe enough to put down their own masks and connect from a place of authenticity. They are the ones who can create a space for another's whole truth, both their light and their shadow. Ancient Nordic wisdom saw blue eyes as the mark of ski seers, those who could perceive spiritual truths that were veiled to others. Celtic lore held that children with blue eyes were born with the gift of seeing into the heart of things. If you have blue eyes, you have probably noticed that people have a very clear response to you. They either feel immediately at ease or somewhat guarded. A neutral ground is rare. This is because your energetic presence gently invites others to meet you in a space of authenticity. You create a field of clarity around you that makes it difficult for pretense to remain. Observation of human nature aligns with this pattern. Blue-eyed individuals often excel at focused thinking, recognizing underlying patterns, and sensing what is true. They are often drawn to paths of investigation, deep inquiry, the arts, or any field that requires looking beyond the surface to find a deeper reality. Your blue eyes are not just a feature, they are instruments of awareness. They are the mark of a spirit that chose to serve as a living compass for truth. Every time you meet someone's gaze, you are unconsciously sensing for authenticity, for truth, for the real person behind the persona. If you have blue eyes, and you have always felt you could sense the truth behind a facade, share in the comments a moment your inner knowing was confirmed. Let us affirm this gift of clarity together. But here is what to understand about your path. Your purpose isn't to expose everyone's falsehoods or call out their masks. Your purpose is to create such a safe space of clarity that people can let their masks fall away on their own. You are here to be a living example of what it means to live with authenticity, to show others that they do not need to hide their true self from you. The world needs this gift of clarity now more than ever. We live in an era of great distraction and surface-level connection. Your blue eyes are your spirit's way of marking you as someone who can help others return to the truth of who they are. The green eyes are the rarest in the world, a unique expression of nature. This is no coincidence, it speaks to their path. Individuals with green eyes carry the energy of what we could call the seed of change. They are here to be a gentle yet powerful catalyst for transformation in all they meet. The unique way green eyes reflect light corresponds to a unique inner profile. Those with green eyes often exist in a transitional space, at the threshold between different states of being. They are natural bridge builders, able to help others move from one phase of their journey to the next. This is why green-eyed people often feel they don't quite belong to any single group. They are sometimes too introspective for one circle, too free-spirited for another, too practical for some, too mystical for others. This is not a shortcoming. It is their spiritual design. They are meant to stand in the spaces between worlds. The central purpose of green eyes is to serve as a catalyst for the growth of others. They have a powerful way of appearing in someone's life at the very moment that person is ready for a significant shift. They are the ones who ask the questions that help dissolve old patterns, who share the ideas that change a perspective, who create the conditions for a breakthrough to occur. But here is the shadow that those with green eyes often face. Their catalytic energy can make connections feel impermanent. People are drawn to them with great intensity, experience a period of rapid growth, and then sometimes need to step away to integrate the changes. Green-eyed people can feel as if they are left behind just as a connection deepens. Ancient Celtic wisdom viewed green eyes as marks of the world, weavers, those who could help others transform the very fabric of their lives. In some traditions, green-eyed people were thought to have special access to the transformative energies of nature and rebirth. If you have green eyes, you have likely observed that your presence tends to speed things up. People meet you, and suddenly, their lives begin to shift. Old ways fall away, new paths open, buried truths come to the surface. You are like a gentle wind that encourages new growth. Observing life reinforces this pattern. Green-eyed individuals often show great creativity, an ability to adapt, and a tendency to inspire change. They are frequently drawn to paths of mentorship, art, healing, or any calling that involves helping others transform their world. If you have green eyes and have noticed that life accelerates for those around you, share an insight from your journey in the comments. Let us see how many catalyst souls are here. Your green eyes are not just rare, they are a force of renewal. They are the mark of a spirit that chose to serve as a living catalyst for our collective evolution. Every person you meet is potentially one shared moment away from a life-altering realization. Your very energy is designed to nurture that transformation. But here is what you must understand about your mission. Your role is not to force change or to fix anyone. Your role is to embody the energy of transformation so fully that others are reminded of their own power to change and grow. You are here to model what it looks like to be in a constant state of becoming, always evolving into the next, more authentic version of yourself. The world needs this energy now more than ever. We live in a time when old structures are crumbling and new ways of being are trying to emerge. Your green eyes are your spirit's way of marking you as one who can help others walk through these great shifts with courage and grace. Hazel eyes reflect one of the most wonderfully complex inner patterns. If you have hazel eyes, you have likely heard that they seem to change, shifting with your emotions or the light around you. This is not merely a physical curiosity. It is a reflection of your spirit's purpose as what could be called a reflector of possibility. The unique mixture of colors that create hazel eyes mirrors a unique psychological adaptability. Individuals with hazel eyes possess a natural fluidity of spirit. They can access and embody multiple ways of being, depending on what a situation or person requires. They are natural adapters, capable of becoming precisely what is needed in any given moment. This is why people with hazel eyes may sometimes feel like they are many different people, shifting to meet the needs of different contexts. They can be the calm counselor for one person, the joyful instigator for another, the quiet protector for a third. This is not a lack of identity. It is their spiritual gift. The central purpose of hazel eyes is to serve as a living mirror for the potential within others. They have a remarkable ability to reflect back to people the very qualities they most need to see in themselves. They are the ones who can recognize another's hidden gifts and help them bring those gifts into the light. But here is the shadow that those with this path often walk. Their spiritual fluidity can make them feel as if they lack a solid center of their own. They can feel they are constantly molding themselves to others, sometimes losing touch with their own authentic core. They might ask themselves who they are when they are not being what another person needs. Ancient mystics taught that those with changing eyes were like divine mirrors, able to reflect the many faces of wisdom back to the world. It was believed that hazel-eyed individuals had special access to the interwoven knowledge that connects all life. In many traditions, hazel eyes were considered a sign of a natural empath. If you have hazel eyes, you have probably had people tell you that you help them see themselves in a new way. They say things like, "You made me realize," or "I never saw myself as capable until I spoke with you." This is your essential nature creating a field of potential where others can recognize themselves. Observation of the human heart confirms this. Hazel-eyed individuals often score high in emotional awareness and social grace. They are more likely to thrive as mentors, guides, therapists, or in any path that involves helping others awaken to their own deep capabilities. If you have hazel eyes and you have been told you helped someone see themselves in a brighter light, share that feeling in the comments. Let us honor this community of sacred mirrors. Your hazel eyes are not just changeable, they are transformational. They are the mark of a spirit that chose to serve as a living reflection of humanity's hidden potential. Every person you meet holds the possibility of seeing themselves more clearly through your presence. Your very energy is designed to allow that recognition to bloom. But here is what you need to understand about your journey. Your purpose is not to lose yourself in mirroring others. Your purpose is to remain connected to your own still center while having the flexibility to help others find their own strength. You are here to model what it looks like to be authentically adaptable, to be true to your own core while responding with wisdom to what each moment asks of you. The world needs this mirroring energy, now more than ever. We live in a time when so many have lost touch with their own light, when they have forgotten their own gifts. Your hazel eyes are your spirit's way of marking you as someone who can help others remember who they truly are. Now that you hold this new perspective, here is where many people falter. They treat this knowledge as merely interesting information. They see it as a kind of spiritual description instead of recognizing it as a map for their life's deepest practice. Your eye color is not just describing you, it is revealing the path of mastery your spirit is here to walk. It is showing you the very energy your soul is here to understand and embody in this lifetime. Every challenge you have faced, every connection you have formed, every path you have chosen has been your spirit's way of gently guiding you toward your essential purpose. Think about the moments in your life when you felt most aligned, most awake, most connected to something beyond your small self. Notice how those moments resonate with the energetic pattern of your eyes. The brown-eyed person feeling deeply fulfilled while bringing calm to a friend's storm. The blue-eyed person feeling a surge of life when they help someone speak an unspoken truth. The green-eyed person feeling most alive when they sparked a positive change in someone's life. The hazel-eyed person feeling a profound connection when they helped someone recognize a hidden talent. These were not random events. These were moments of your spirit recognizing its own true purpose in action. But this is where the true practice begins. So many of us have lived in resistance to this natural flow. We have tried to force ourselves into molds created by the outside world instead of honoring our spirit's own design. We wonder why the journey feels so hard when we are fighting our own deepest current. The brown-eyed person told they are too gentle and tries to be hard. The blue-eyed person told they are too direct and tries to be superficial. The green-eyed person told they are too intense and tries to be predictable. The hazel-eyed person told they are too adaptable and tries to be rigid. This is the source of the feeling of being disconnected. This is why some relationships have felt difficult. This is why some paths have felt empty. You have been trying to become someone else instead of more fully becoming yourself. If you are finally understanding why certain parts of you have always felt like you were swimming against a strong river, take a moment to acknowledge that feeling with a like. You are about to discover how to flow with your nature instead of against it. Here is an integration practice for this week. Begin to pay quiet attention to the moments when you feel most full of energy and purpose. Notice what you are doing, who you are with, and the quality of your presence. These are the moments your inner purpose is being honored. Then, pay attention to the moments when you feel drained, frustrated, or adrift. Notice what you are doing in these moments. These are the times you may be working against your own nature. The goal is not to change your whole life tomorrow. The goal is to begin making small, gentle shifts that honor your spirit's path. Perhaps it's choosing to have one more honest conversation if you have blue eyes. Perhaps it's allowing yourself to create a small space of stability for another if you have brown eyes. Perhaps it's embracing your role as a gentle catalyst if you have green eyes. Or perhaps it's accepting your own beautiful adaptability if you have hazel eyes. Your spirit's purpose is not a cage. It is a craft. It is your soul's way of showing you where your greatest contribution lies, where you can have the most profound effect, and where you can find the deepest fulfillment. The ancient masters understood this. They knew that each person's unique way of being was essential for the harmony of the whole. They knew that when each person honored their own true path, the entire village thrived. Share this video with someone whose eyes have always spoken to you in a profound way. Help them discover the beauty of their own path. And share in the comments, what is the first small step you will take to honor your spirit's journey? This is not just about understanding yourself. This is about taking your place in the beautiful, flowing river of life. The color of your eyes has been reflecting your spirit's purpose since the day you were born. Now that you can hear its quiet wisdom, you can finally stop fighting against the current and begin to flow with it. The world needs you to honor your journey. There are people waiting for the unique gift only you can offer. There are transformations that can only unfold through your unique presence. Your eyes have been reflecting your mission your entire life. Now it is time to walk the path.